What's going on, everybody? Rob here, aka Trev 2323. Today we are pulling up a 1970 shag carpet, and guess why we're pulling it out of here? Because it's gonna be in my van. I'm gonna clean it, and I'm gonna have a 1970 shag carpet van. I'm kidding, but I got my box cutter right here, and I got two knives, and I'm gonna put them in lines and cut them out in 12-inch by 12, like 12-inch sections, lines all the way straight down, so I can roll them up and put them in garbage bags so it'd be easier for the city to take. So I gotta try to see what's under here. We're thinking it's hardwood floor, but we really don't know. So also, if this was put in right, there's gonna be wood strips at the end of it, or else they tacked it down to here. There should be wood strips right here, so we gotta take this off right. So trying to pull this up right here so we can get a look at the floor. Tacked in right there. See the nail right there? And there's the text I was telling you about. See? What they do is there's long strips, and when they stretch the carpet, they're facing this way, so when they stretch the carpet this way, it catches on, and that's how it holds it. But they want this up, so let's get this up. And you see, the padding is completely dry, just disintegrating, but it is hardwood floor. And there's the stakes I was telling you about right there. All right, so what I'm gonna do is cut this in a length right here, 12 inches, and then roll it up. I could probably go more than 12 inches. And then go all the way across right here like this. Okay, now here's the floor right here, and this was the ends I was telling you about. See how they're nailed in there? They're nailed in, and they're facing that way, and that's what grabs the rug. But this padding has seen better days, but the floor underneath it is amazing. So I gotta really be ginger with this padding. And then look at the floor underneath that. That's beautiful.
If I would have known you were going to be using a box cutter, I would have brought my first aid kit knowing you.
Okay, so this right here, all this is going to come up, and the nightmare is going to be this that's disintegrating. And you don't want to really scratch the floor, so I'm going to have to probably get a plastic scraper to scrape this with plastic. Let's take this whole thing apart. I'll be back with you when I get the rug out. Okay, with the help of my helpers, I got ahead and got everything up except this. I'm gonna have to pry up the transition right here because that's what the rug is under. They could get all of the center of this stuff up. You could just, with your gym shoes, you just get it up and break it up. But not the perimeter, because I need the perimeter. Because see all these nails in there? All that got to be pried up. All that got to be pried up. So you don't want to put that on the bare wood, the pry bar. You want to just put it on something else, even a little piece of carpet, to pry all those up. But this right here, I got to pry up because the carpet is underneath this. Where I was able to grab it from was this side. Then I started working up a little bit by this side. And so right now, this was holding it in really tight. But as long as I could get this off of this right here, see it's holding real tight. Get this off of here, then I can pull it out of there. See, I'm prying that up little by little. All right, now this is where it comes so super time consuming. Try not to mess up the underfloor with the perimeter of all this. And then use this to pull each one of the little nails up all the way around. So this transition, see this narrow transition, you could actually get a bigger wood piece right here. I'd get like a 4 or 6 inch transition right here. Cut it, put it right there. All right, so there's your line. They actually snapped the line where they're gonna put the everything around, and this is where it gets messy. So I'm using a little crowbar, piece by piece, inch by inch. This is all done. But like I said, you're gonna get a nice wood transition, and it'll transition it a little bit further right here. But dun, 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 that is all the way around the room. And that is a pain in the butt to get out. So bear with me, little by little. This, a hammer, and cramping up in my legs because I'm an old man. Making headway. They took off the corner round right here. You buy a little piece of corner round to match that right there. They took the corner round. This is gonna be a nice thick, probably wood. You could get wood color transition right there. The floor is really nice underneath. You see little spots like that, but I don't think that's bad. So I'm making headway, pulling all the nails and all the little spikes up all the way around. You see I'm probably about 2 hours in here, maybe an hour and a half. And what my daughter has, look at her big ass shoes. She got my shoes on and she's trying to get all the old rug. When we're doing it with rubber, it's because you do not want to do it with plastic or anything else like that, because you are going to scratch it. All right, you got this old carpet padding right here. You don't really want to scratch it to get it off. We're using my level, and that's a plastic edged level, and taking turns scratching it off. Now you are gonna, it's not gonna leave a high gloss on your floor, but you gotta use the less of the evils to get it off of the floor. And that seems to be working fine. 2 hands, and that's how we're getting it off. Okay, so if they ask you, they want to put down the rug, it'll be cheaper if you pick it up. It's because this old stuff is a nightmare to get up. We got the plastic things right here, these plastic ones, the big ones. And honestly, this plastic level is a lot more solid. It works faster, so.
Pay the extra money to let them pick it up.
We almost done. There's light at the end of the tunnel to get that little piece. And then we're gonna back to back take turns getting this last little piece done. Mop it, rinse the mop, mop it, rinse the mop, and see the plastic, that works way better. It's a lot thicker plastic than these right here. If you look in the sun, you can see little marks, but we're gonna reshine the floor anyways. Check that out. Did you know that was underneath that 1970s rug? That's pretty awesome. That's a little bit left to glue that we got to go. What time is it, babe?
5 to 6, 6 o'clock.
6. Started at about 1 o'clock. 3 of us. The floor is done. And somebody wants to charge you a lot of money to get that old rug off, that is why. All right, see, look at that. Beautiful, beautiful. That's where the carpet was. And look at that. Honestly, I feel if they would have just took that carpet off before they sold the house, it would have sold faster, and they would have it would have marketed better, really, because it has all hardwood floors underneath that carpet.